Good evening, Jennifer. So glad to be able to respond to your post. You pointed out some very relevant information, and I loved you quoting from the book by Henry Wright. I've also been reading through that book. It was a suggestion for this class. We don't have to read it, but it was a suggestion. And so I purchased it, very curious, because my husband and I are a pastoral family, and we had moved to Miami 4 years ago. And we became very close friends with the head elder and his wife. And we would do marriage seminars together, child rearing seminars together. They were huge supporters of us and the church. And we did a lot of visioning together. And 2 years into our ministry together, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Within 3 months, he was gone. That was extremely devastating to have one of our close friends and ally succumb to this disease, and the wake that it left. He had been a lifetime member of this church. He'd been highly involved in our church school, and the community at large. And so just having him pass away was devastating to everybody. And I appreciate what Norman Wright says in his book. He says friends can provide immediate, short-term, and long-term support. And so I feel like not only were my husband and I grieving, but we grieved as a church together. We allowed our church to grieve. We even preached a sermon together on grief and the process that we needed to go through in grieving our friend. And we still mention his name. He has a scholarship fund in the church. And so, as Norman Wright points out in his book, I got the book, I think it's very crucial that we keep remembering our friends and continue going through that grieving process as long as it takes, because some people are faster at it, some are slower, but it's all a process. So thank you for sharing.